According to the news website Open Democracy, Great Britain plans to cut its humanitarian aid to war zones like Syria or Somalia by up to 2/3. That equates to hundreds of millions of pounds in financial support. And the reason for the cuts is the government's decision to cut spending on development aid from 0.7 to 0.5% of gross domestic product, the GDP, from April, the Times reported on Saturday. The government had justified the move with record levels of debt and rising unemployment. At the same time, the UN veto power wants to increase its spending on military armament. The opposition sharply criticized the plans, and with that connection I can understand why. This is a devastating reminder of the real impact of the government's politically motivated decision to abandon its written aid pledge will have on the world's most vulnerable people, said Labour Party's development spokesman Preet Kaur Gill. A government spokesman said that a final decision on individual assistance programs has not yet been made. The harrowing impact of the pandemic on the UK economy has forced us to make difficult but necessary decisions, including temporarily reducing the total amount we spent on aid. The UK remains a leading global donor of development aid, don't mistake me there, but it's a reduction. Then there's another interesting piece of news from Scotland. The caddisfly with the name Limnephilus patti was lost for more than 100 years. Now it has been spotted on a Scottish island. A species of insect that has been lost in the UK for more than 100 years has reappeared on a Scottish island and now wants to leave the UK. No. A male caddisfly with the scientific name Limnephilus patti was attracted to a light trap on the island of South Oust, Scottish fans help me, and photographed, as the conservation organization Bucklife announced on Friday. It is really exciting that this believed to be extinct species has been rediscovered on the Scottish Isles, said Bucklife expert Craig McAdam. Now the chances have increased to find out why the population of this caddisfly has decreased. With its pools, clear and nutrient-poor streams and fertile soils, South Oust in the Outer Hebrides is a good place for caddisflies. There you see again how Scottish language gets me completely confused every time. So I'll never learn it, so you have to forgive me for that one. Scottish language is really difficult because it's completely differently spelled than it's pronounced, and so I'll never learn it, or I have to take some classes at some of my Scottish fans there. And maybe it's becoming an official language in the EU someday. We will see. And there's another point, because the patient with the Brazilian mutation that I reported on last week was found by contact tracers after days of searching. Due to a registration error, a person in the UK who tested positive for the Brazilian corona variant could not be contacted. A 40-person team was now able to locate the person after searching for days. And after those several days of searching, the patient infected with the Brazilian virus variant was now found. Health Minister Matt Hancock announced that on Friday in London. The unspecified person from the Croydon district in the south of the British capital tested positive for the variant of the coronavirus first discovered in Brazil last week. However, she had made a mistake in registering and could not be contacted by the authorities. In a large-scale search operation with a 40-person team, the patient was now finally located. A total of 6 cases of variant P.1 discovered in northern Brazil had emerged in Great Britain last week, but the others could be traced and were found immediately, and so the contact thingy was able to be done then as well. And this was probably not the last variant we heard about. There will be more, and I hope it will not be that many, that there will be one in the end that works despite the vaccines, but we are still all of a very positive mood that vaccination will stop the whole thing in due course and definitely this year. So wait and see, be patient. It will be over sometime this year, I'm quite sure. Have fun.